Hey guys, what's up? We are That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we are here to do a review on my personal favorite horror film of the year, which is The Black Phone.
Whoa. Don't be racist.
What?
Don't make this a black-white thing, right?
No, the title of the film is literally The Black Phone.
Oh.
That horror couple.
Oh yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. After being abducted by a child killer and locked in a soundproof basement, a 13-year-old boy starts receiving calls on a disconnected phone from the killer's previous victims. Directed by Scott Derrickson, starring Mason Thames, Madeline McGraw, and Ethan Hawke.
Hey, so straight up, Black Phone 2022. What do we like? What do we dig? What makes us want to call back to this film, The Phone?
I love the cinematography, the spooky setting, how it feels like fall and Halloween all wrapped into one, the entire film, the town where it takes place. Like, it's super spooky. It's the perfect setting for this kind of story.
Absolutely. And this story takes place in the 70s.
Yes, which is also a plus.
And this film, to me, lives, breathes. It even smells like the 70s.
Yes.
Like the clothing, the everything.
The spooky,
it just looks 70s.
Dark atmosphere.
The houses just look like 70s model.
Yeah.
Everything looks 70s to me. I just love it. It reminds me of like an old 70s horror movie, even though it's a modern film. Yes.
No, I agree. And I loved the performances we got from Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw as the two siblings. Mason as Finney was such a relatable character. He's getting bullied at school because he doesn't want to stand up. He's scared to stand up for himself. He's getting bullied at home because his father's an alcoholic, abusive man.
Well, he did have that friend too. That's like Bruce Lee, just kicking
Robin,
everybody's ass.
he was great. Yeah, I loved Robin.
His friend told him, "Dude, eventually you're gonna have to stand up for yourself.
You have to stand up for yourself." Yeah. And
But little did he know he has to stand up for himself against the ultimate fucking situation.
The ultimate villain.
Where he's literally locked up with some crazy masked bastard.
Yeah, oh my god. Let's talk about Ethan Hawke, by the way. How creepy was his performance as the child abductor?
Yeah.
He was great.
It was. And these kids were, the way they told the story with these kids being abducted, each kid was being stalked, and then it faded to black.
Yeah.
And then next thing we saw was just a missing poster.
Yeah.
Missing poster. This went on 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And then eventually we saw, when the main character got captured, we saw this where he takes them.
This dark
basement.
Yeah.
That was scary, dude.
Yeah.
It was like the Saw basement or something.
That's what it looked like.
It had an eerie vibe for sure. And,
yes.
just something. I really feel like this film was genuinely scary.
It was. It had a very creepy undertones. It makes your skin crawl the entire film, and that's what a good horror film does. It keeps you on the edge of your seat and makes you give you the creepy crawlies the entire time.
Yeah, when the kid was trying to sneak out, the littlest creak, the littlest sound. You're
it made you jump. You're is Ethan Hawke gonna be right behind him? Hello.
Yeah, it was a good story too, and that decade with the 70s, they had a lot of problems with abduction. So part of it's a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw in the credits it said based on a story written by Joe Hill, which for those of you who don't know is actually Stephen King's son. So it's pretty cool to see his son making horror and
I knew
doing
that too,
horror.
and I was going to ask you, do you think the black balloons we saw was a Pennywise shout out maybe?
It could have been, yeah, it could have been definitely. I see where he's gotten ideas
And also I noticed the raincoat.
Yes, the yellow raincoat. That was definitely a shout out to his father because that was amazing.
And they were things us horror fans could pick up on. There was a little wink to
this film or that film. Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah, you said he goes under a different name. Maybe he doesn't want to be hey, my dad is this. But he was definitely being props to my pops.
Yeah. As far as dislikes of the film, I have to say I hated that the character of Robin died. I loved his friendship with Finney and the little bit we see of him. What a sweet nice friend he is to Finney, and he sticks up for him, and it's just it was so nice to see Finney have a nice relationship in his life besides with his sister. And he is obviously he gets abducted right before Finney, and we find out that he was killed, but so that was pretty sad. But I see why they did it, obviously, but it was still sad.
I don't know if this is a like or dislike, but you know, I went into this thinking it was an abduction story. Turns out it's partly like a supernatural story. This kid is communicating with all the past victims of the
grabber.
Of the grabber, yeah. So this film goes in many different directions.
Yes.
It's not just an abduction story. It feels like a true crime story at certain points, but then we're dealing with, like, you know, psychic ability, supernatural stuff. Turns out this the main kid who got abducted, his sister's a psychic, and his sister's having visions.
Yeah.
And turns out the kid had the gift too, so he's also communicating with the dead. Didn't even know it.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool.
You know, that's another thing. I liked it personally, but I could see how a lot of people would be like, what am I watching?
They would be confused. Yeah, they would.
So
yeah.
This film is not a straight up like horror thriller. It's not it's not a straight up like, abduction story.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both, which I appreciated, but like, you know,
some people might not.
You know, you watch the trailer, you might think one thing, and then when you go into it, you might think another. But I thought it was very well told. As
far as final thoughts of the film, I would have to give this film a 9.5 out of 10. I loved it. It was everything that I would want to look for in a newer horror film. Yeah, so 9.5 out of 10 for me. What about you?
Yeah, I give it an 8.
8? Okay.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. You said it was your favorite film, 2022?
Oh, besides, I forgot about X.
For me, but I would agree, though. For me, I think of 2022, I think of X, and I think of this.
No, I said favorite horror because, like, Jurassic Park was, like, my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's 9.5 out of 10 for me. It was great.
Dude, I don't know I don't know, man. This grabber was creepy.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke did a good job.
I almost rather deal with a T-Rex.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, because T-Rex would be easier to run from.
Would it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's big. You could hide somewhere from him. Like, the grabber would be following you in his van with his damn balloons and his shit he sprays on the napkin to, like, knock you out. You can get away from a T-Rex faster, I think.
Also, are we still on dislikes, or we went to final?
We went to final thoughts.
What about the whole his brother dying?
Oh my God, I love James Ranson. He was in this. He for those of you who don't know, he's Eddie, adult Eddie from It Chapter 2. He's great. He's a great actor. He's so funny, and we had to see him for a couple minutes in this, which was great.
Yeah, it was an interesting character, and I just thought the way he died was very abrupt. It was a CGI axe to the head. I didn't really dig that too much, but I was like, there's better ways they could have took him out.
Yeah, I wish he would have like made it through or like been in the movie longer, but yeah. But he was great.
What about the motive? Did we really get a motive of why this sick bastard's doing this? I want more of like a backstory.
Yeah, we never got a motive.
But maybe that makes it creepier.
I think it makes it creepier. With no motive, you don't know. So it's like, it's weird and it's creepy and it works. So please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on the Black Phone. Did you like it? Did you not?
No motive, no background on this killer.
Yeah.
And by the end of the story, what did this guy do for a living? Because he owned 2 houses.
Yeah.
He must
have had some kind of something.
Yeah, I'm like, he's doing pretty well for himself, I guess.
I have no idea.
Shit.
But if you guys have seen The Black Phone, comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are on the film.
He's a balloon salesman.
Yeah, there you go. Like this video, hit the bell to be notified about all of our upcoming future videos. Subscribe to our channel for more awesome horror content and reviews. Stay till the end. Click our other videos we have to offer, trailer reactions, other horror reviews. Once again,
Tell your friends about us.
Yeah, there you go.
Call them on your Black Phones.
Yeah, there you go.
And let them know.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
That horror